Theresa Caputo, known as the Long Island Medium, provided an emotional reading for host Kelly Clarkson and her stylist. The session was deeply moving, offering comfort and insights to both Clarkson and her stylist. Caputo, celebrated for her ability to connect with the spiritual realm, has a history of delivering impromptu readings that resonate profoundly with individuals. Her appearance on Clarkson's show was no exception, as she conveyed messages that brought both tears and solace to those present. This episode is available for viewing on various platforms, including YouTube, where audiences can witness the impactful session firsthand. For those interested in experiencing Caputo's mediumship live, she continues to tour across the USA and Canada. Details about her tour dates and locations can be found on her official website. Theresa Caputo's unique gift continues to touch lives, offering connections to the spiritual world that many find both healing and enlightening. However, Kelsey Grammer, the award-winning actor renowned for his roles in Cheers and Frasier, had an unforgettable and deeply emotional moment during his appearance on Theresa Caputo's Long Island Medium. The meeting delved into personal and tragic events from his life, leaving Grammer visibly moved as he received messages from the beyond through Caputo's spiritual abilities. During the reading, Caputo connected with Grammer's late sister, Karen Grammer, who was brutally murdered at the age of 18 in 1975. This tragedy had left an indelible mark on Kelsey, who has often spoken about the profound grief and responsibility he has carried since her passing. Caputo relayed heartfelt messages, indicating Karen's enduring love and her desire for Kelsey to find peace. This moment was particularly significant for Grammer, who has rarely shown such vulnerability in public. The actor, known for his stoic and charismatic demeanor, broke down in tears as Caputo recounted details that resonated deeply with him, offering a sense of closure he had sought for decades. Theresa Caputo, a celebrated psychic medium, is renowned for her ability to connect individuals with their deceased loved ones. Her approach, often filled with warmth and empathy, has provided solace to countless individuals. With Kelsey, Caputo demonstrated her unique ability to bridge the gap between the physical and spiritual realms, touching on specific details that validated her connection to Karen. Caputo shared insights about Karen's life, her untimely death, and the messages she wanted her brother to hear. This deeply personal reading not only provided Kelsey with comfort, but also allowed viewers to witness the profound impact of spiritual communication on healing. Following the reading, Grammer opened up about the immense weight he has carried to Karen's death. He shared how her murder had shaped his outlook on life and influenced his personal and professional choices. This experience with Caputo seemed to offer him a renewed sense of hope and the ability to forgive himself for any perceived shortcomings. Grammer expressed gratitude for Caputo's work, acknowledging the unique role she plays in helping people find peace and closure. He also emphasized the importance of cherishing loved ones and the healing power of love and remembrance. This episode of Long Island Medium resonated deeply with viewers. Many took to social media to express their emotions, sharing stories of their own losses and how Caputo's work had inspired them. Grammer's vulnerability and openness struck a chord, highlighting the universal nature of grief and the importance of finding ways to heal. However, the serenity of Long Island's summer air was shattered during a high-speed jet ski race this past weekend. What began as a thrilling competition soon turned into an extraordinary event that has left both the racing community and spiritual world in disbelief. Participants and spectators of the event reported strange occurrences, ranging from unexplainable waves to ghostly apparitions near the racecourse. What was once thought to be a mere fluke soon escalated into something unexplainable. Could a spirit really be responsible for the eerie disruption of the race? Theresa Caputo, known for her role as the Long Island Medium, was called in to investigate the strange happenings. With her spiritual insights, she unraveled a mystery that connects the present to the past, bridging the living and the departed. This article will take you through the bizarre sequence of events, the emotional testimonies from witnesses, and the role of the renowned medium in uncovering the truth. The sun was high, and the water glittered as jet skis lined up at the starting line for the annual Long Island Jet Ski Championship. Racers from across the region gathered, each hoping for victory, each striving to prove their skills on the water. But what no one anticipated was the interruption that would follow. As the race kicked off, participants began to notice something unusual. The waters, usually calm and predictable, began to churn in ways that defied natural explanation. One by one, racers veered off course, unable to control their jet skis, even as their engines revved at full power. Spectators were on edge, unsure whether the turbulence was the result of a freak wave or something more sinister. In the chaos, the race was halted, but the strange occurrences didn't stop. Some racers reported hearing ghostly whispers, while others swore they saw a figure standing on the shoreline, a figure that seemed to vanish into thin air. The testimonies of those involved offer conflicting stories, yet a common thread emerges. Racer Chris Hall, a seasoned competitor, recalled feeling an unnatural shift in the air just moments before he lost control of his jet ski. "It was as though someone or something was pulling me away from the course. I couldn't explain it," he said. Other racers echoed similar sentiments, feeling an intense cold breeze cutting through the warm summer air. Spectators weren't immune to the strange occurrences. Kelly Thompson, a local resident who had come to watch the race with her children, saw something that still haunts her. "I thought I saw a person standing at the edge of the water," she said. "But when I looked again, there was no one there. It didn't feel right." As news of the unusual race spread, local news outlets began to report on the strange phenomena. It wasn't long before Theresa Caputo, the famous Long Island medium, caught wind of the story. Known for her ability to communicate with spirits, Caputo is no stranger to strange happenings, but this one intrigued her. Was this event truly the work of a spirit, or was something else at play? Theresa agreed to visit the location where the race had been disrupted. Upon arriving, she immediately sensed an energy unlike anything she had felt before. As she stood by the water's edge, Caputo shared her impressions. "There's a presence here," she said, "and it's connected to the water and the race. I feel a tragic loss, someone who died too young." Through her spiritual connection, Theresa Caputo began receiving messages from the other side. She described a man, a young racer who had tragically passed away in a similar jet ski race several decades ago. His spirit, it seemed, had never found peace. A tragic accident had taken his life, and his spirit lingered, bound to the very waters where he had met his untimely demise. The haunting presence was not malevolent, Theresa explained, but filled with sorrow and unfulfilled dreams. The racer, whose name was Mark Simmons, had been a beloved member of the local racing community, and his death had left a lasting impact on everyone who knew him. "He's been waiting to be heard," Caputo said. Theresa Caputo organized a public séance, inviting the affected racers and families of the past victim to attend. The séance took place at the very spot where the race had been interrupted. As Caputo called upon the spirit, a profound stillness settled over the gathering. Mark Simmons's spirit communicated through Theresa, revealing details about his life and the accident that had claimed his life. "I was supposed to win that race," Mark said through Caputo's connection, "but my time was cut short. I'm still here because I haven't had a chance to say goodbye to those I left behind." Emotional reunions followed as family members of Mark Simmons came forward, seeking closure and comfort. The spirit expressed gratitude for the chance to finally be heard, offering a heartfelt message of peace. While many found solace in the revelations, others were more skeptical. Critics questioned the validity of Caputo's claims, attributing the strange occurrences during the race to environmental factors, such as sudden weather changes or natural currents in the water. Some even suggested that the race organizers had fabricated the story for publicity. However, Caputo's supporters countered these arguments, pointing to the many similar occurrences she had encountered throughout her career. For them, the emotional testimony of Mark Simmons's family was proof enough of the spirit's presence. What had begun as a local news story quickly snowballed into a national sensation. Media outlets across the country covered the bizarre race, and the involvement of Theresa Caputo only added fuel to the fire. Fans of the Long Island medium flocked to the area, hoping for a glimpse of the woman who had bridged the gap between the living and the dead. Social media exploded with commentary, memes, and debates about the legitimacy of the event. Was it a genuine paranormal occurrence, or a carefully orchestrated publicity stunt? For many, the excitement only intensified as the line between the supernatural and reality blurred. In the final moments of the séance, Mark Simmons's spirit delivered one last message, not just for his family, but for the entire racing community. Live fully. Don't let fear or regret hold you back, he urged. I have peace now, and I hope you all can find peace too. For those involved, the strange interruption of the jet ski race was no longer just a moment of chaos, but a transformative experience that brought closure and healing. The event had a lasting impact on the local jet ski community. Many racers reported feeling a deeper connection to the water and a renewed sense of purpose. Local racing events became more focused on honoring past racers and remembering those who had tragically passed away. Theresa Caputo, for her part, became a beloved figure in the region, with many praising her for her role in bringing closure to the event. Some even began visiting Long Island, specifically for the opportunity to connect with their own loved ones through her mediumship. The spirit of Mark Simmons may have found peace, but the echoes of his presence linger. Whether one believes in the paranormal or not, the events of that day in Long Island have sparked a conversation about life, death, and the unseen forces that shape our lives. For the racers, the spirit of Mark Simmons will forever be a part of their legacy, and for Theresa Caputo, it was another chapter in her ongoing work of helping the living connect with those who have passed on. Hi, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video and subscribe the channel,